Welcome back, guys. This is not clickbait. I know you guys probably think that I'm trying to clickbait you for views or some weird thing, but no, it's not. I am actually going to be selling my collection here in a couple hours. I'm going to be saying goodbye to 160 pairs of sneakers to be exact. I had already sold a little bit of my shoes and I had kept like 160 pairs. I had like over 200 pairs at one point. It is a problem. It is an addiction like anything else, and it's not healthy, of course, but it's fun. It's a very fun addiction. It's not self-harming, I guess, as long as you could afford it and you're not financially putting yourself in hell, then I think you should be good. But that's not the case. So I'm gonna let you guys know how this even went about. This wasn't a planned thing. I didn't just say I'm gonna sell my whole collection. I mean, I guess technically I kind of did. So what happened was I was going to sell 36 pairs of dead stock sneakers that I didn't feel like I was ever going to wear, and I sent an email to a certain person that you guys will be seeing in the next video. You guys aren't gonna see them in this video. This is just me kind of going over why I'm selling my collection. You'll see them in the next video if you want to find out. You could subscribe, hit the like button, whatever you guys want to support this small channel. I hate doing that. It just feels like I'm just self-promoting and it just sounds corny, right? But anyway, man, if you guys want to do that, that's cool. So I hit this dude up and I tell him, hey, I got 36 pairs of shoes. Do you want to buy them? He says, yeah, man, ship them over and I'll send you payment for them. I was like, nah, dude, I can't do that. I'm not rich. Like, there's no way I could just ship. You know, I think it was like about 11,000 or 500 bucks of a deal. And I said, yeah, I'm not shipping 11,000 plus dollars to you for and then expect to get paid. I know this person has a great reputation and it's no disrespect to them. That much money is a lot of money. So yeah, there's no way that I could do that. So I told him, you know what, bro, I can't do that. Unfortunately, we don't have a deal. And he said, well, you know what? I'll just fly all the way down there and I'll take the 36 pairs back to where I live. And it's quite a trip, bro. Yeah, I kind of said, well, if you're gonna do that, man, you might as well buy out my whole shoe, or like my whole collection. And when I said that, I was like, I thought about it like as soon as I sent it to him, and I was like, dude, what if he says yes? And you know, I was like, there's no way, I don't think so. He said, yeah, man. He's like, send me the list of everything that you have. And I was just like, ugh. And as a man, you got to keep your word, right? So I was just thinking about it. I was like, all right, well, I mean, he might not even pay the price that I want. So I'll just throw a price out there and we'll see what happens. So we began to negotiate, and I sent him I kind of go through the whole list of shoes. You know, I went through all my sneakers. I started writing down the list of the shoes, and then at night I kind of like had a number in mind already. I feel like every sneaker collector always has a number in mind of what they would sell their collection for if somebody came up to their house and offered them the money for it. So I had a number in mind, right? And it was kind of it wasn't too high of a number, but it's obvious. Honestly, it was just something for me to break even. And if not, maybe make a couple $1,000. It wasn't much money. It's honestly just to break even. So he hit me with like a $10,000 lower than what I wanted. So I'm gonna say I had a number, and then he hit me with like $10,000 off of that number. So I was like, okay, cool. Well, this dude, you know, there's no way I'm selling it for that. So hey, I'm not gonna sell my collection after all. So I hit him with the, nah, bro. I can't do that. There's no way I could even let go of my collection for that much. Absolutely not. I just can't do that. I work too hard for my collection and I can't do that. So anyway, he offers like a couple thousand more. I still told him, look, I gave it a lot of thought, and I was like, well, he's buying a lot of my shoes and he's buying a lot of stuff that I've worn, and he's buying stuff that people would not give me anything for, especially like the local resellers here. They're not gonna give me much of anything for it. So I was like, he's pretty much allowing me to kind of start off at a clean slate and really collect the stuff that I really, really want, right? Because I'm not gonna stop collecting after this. Like, I'm literally going to have nothing to wear when I go out. I only have a pair of green Converse, which green is such an ugly color, but I mean, I'm gonna have to make it work. A pair of Pandas, which thank God, you know, as much as we roast Pandas, at least I have a pair of Pandas, which I use for the gym and are really beat. And I have a pair of Manny Pacquiao's that I said I would never sell, so I wouldn't sell my Manny Pacquiao shoes. So I'm down to 3 pairs, and you know, whatever. He offers me a couple thousand more. I said no. Then he met me in the middle of that 10,000 mark. I'm not saying I sold my collection for 10 grand, right? Obviously, I'm saying he had offered me under 10 grand of what I wanted, and we met in the middle. And I told him, I'm not negotiating. There's no way that I would accept a penny under this amount. And I won't. You know, if he comes here and tries to offer me less, I'm sorry, bro. All respect to you. I will not do it. I will not take it. I don't care. We met up. We negotiated, met in the middle, and the deal was done. This dude said, yeah, he agreed to it. He's flying out here. He's renting a box truck, and he's hauling the stuff back to his shop. I'm not going to get too much into the deal, but I'm trusting, you know, he is going to pay me. He's paid out a lot of people. I can't tell you guys who it is because, you know, just stay tuned and you guys can watch the next video and you guys will see the content of me selling him my collection and saying goodbye. It is a sad process, of course, but me as a person, I do understand how life works. At 30 years of age, 31 years of age, I've been through a bunch, and I guess certain people just kind of go through certain different things in life. At 30 years, some people don't have as many experiences, some people have way more than I do, and I just feel like life, you just can't really be too attached to materials, because materials, I'm gonna tell you guys, they bring temporary happiness. It's not a permanent happiness. Now the love for sneakers is a permanent happiness, but like this Bread 11, it isn't gonna bring permanent happiness, right? But if I enjoy sneakers and I buy sneakers and I continue to love sneakers for what it is, and you know, I could always start another collection, just not as crazy as it was. As far as like a permanent happy, you're not going to be permanently happy because you have a bunch of sneakers, or because you have the nicest car, or because you have the biggest house. Permanent happiness happens when you guys are living a happy life, a healthy life. You guys have good people around you. You guys are enjoying yourselves. You're confident. Materials is not permanent happiness. This is a temporary high. It's just like any other addiction, any other drug. You get a new pair of shoes and you get super happy for a little bit, and you stare at them, and then you're on to the next shoe and you chase that next happiness that's only temporary. So this is going to be a good way to teach myself as well, not to be too attached to materials. It's going to be sad at first. You know, I grew up with nothing, so I'm not saying nothing. There's people that grew up way worse than me, but I grew up with not having much. I'll say that. I grew up a humble living. It's very humble, you know. I've literally lived in an apartment the size of this room with a bed that pulls down from the wall. I've said that multiple times, so like I know what it feels like to have not much, and it's okay, you know. You know, we live in a freaking 5-bedroom house now, and 3 of these rooms never get used, which is weird, right? And that's that permanent happiness. A big house isn't gonna make you permanently happy. It's the people that are in the house and the people that are around you that's permanent. That's gonna bring permanent happiness and just memories and experiences. But anyway, guys, that is my story. That is how this came about. Let me know how you guys feel about this. Let me know if you guys would sell your collection. I did make a poll about this. Not many people saw it, and I don't think that not that many people watch this video, but that's all right. I just felt like there's maybe a couple, 1 or 2 people that still watch this channel, and maybe you guys wanted to find out why I sold my whole collection and what happened. And now we're starting off fresh, bro. So probably gonna still review sneakers and stuff like that, but I would love to have a retail collection instead of a resale collection. I feel like my collection was like 20% retail and like 80% resale. So if I do any kind of content, it might be like live cops, and I might just buy, if it's a very deserving sneaker of having it early, then I'll get it. If it's something that I know that might go up after it releases, and I could get it early, then maybe I'll do that. But for the most part, you know, don't count on it. I think I'm gonna fill up these containers. It'll probably take more than a couple years, but it'll happen, you know, and eventually, you know, we're just gonna keep enjoying it. So anyway, man, it's your boy Jay Hernandez. I hope you guys enjoyed today's content. I hope you guys, you know, are okay with me selling my collection. If you're not, then too bad. So sad, you know. But yeah, your boy's about to go make this sell here in a bit. Stay tuned for the next video so you guys can see who it was that I sold the collection to. It's gonna be a weird interaction because it's just like so random, like, you know, it's just random, you know. But anyway, man, I'm out of here. Peace out, guys. Catch you on the next video. Stay tuned. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if you want to support this small channel that almost never posts and is very irresponsible. But I'm out of here, man. Peace.